Do you want to plan like a pro for Disney World? That's what we're talking about today. Let's get started.
Welcome back to Fun Fiero. If you're brand new to the channel, I'm Andy.
I'm Liz.
Now let's get into the video. Planning for Disney can be tough, but with this checklist, it'll make things a lot easier for you. The first thing you need to check off are the flight prices and the resort prices, because depending on the time of year that you may want to go, prices can vary dramatically.
You definitely want to check those prices because you don't want to try to go during somebody else's spring break or a marathon weekend and have those prices go up a lot. Second thing you're going to want to know, park reservations. You have to make a reservation for every day for going to each park, and you want to make sure that the park you want to go to is available.
At the time of filming this video, this is something that Disney plans on having around for a while. And if you haven't had a Disney vacation in a while, this may be something that's extremely new to you, and you need to make sure that it is done before you go to the parks. Now, number 3, guys, this can save you so much money. And that is throughout the year, Disney rolls out special offers for resort stays, park tickets, bundling things. You never know what they're going to roll out, and sometimes it's even got something to do with dining. The fact is that when they roll these out, not everybody always knows. So the most important thing is when you book your trip, check back from time to time, and you can do it by calling or going to the website. If you go to the website, you can scroll all the way down to the bottom and to see those special promotions that are being offered. And the thing is at that time, if you decide, you can actually take advantage of that promotion, even if you've booked a trip under a different price.
Disney will go ahead and extend that offer to you, and you can get a better deal. So you just have to look. Tip number 4, flight prices, refundable tickets versus credits. You can get a refundable ticket, and then if your flight price goes down, because they've been crazy here lately, right? But if it goes down, then you can get your refund and rebook that flight. If you choose to just go ahead and do a cheaper ticket, make sure that you know what kind of refundability you have as far as points or credits. Make sure that you find out if those expire, because then if there is a cheaper flight available, you can take advantage of that.
And to piggyback on what Liz was saying is that also with these refundable tickets, even though they may seem to cost more up front, and they do, but sometimes that savings can come in with waived baggage fees or even like an upgraded seat. So definitely weigh your options there. I think you guys just heard my stomach rumble because I started thinking about Disney food. And the next thing, guys, is Disney dining. And you want to make your reservations. You can make them 60 days in advance. So here's the thing, as you're going through and you're planning out your trip, this piece on the checklist, you definitely need to go ahead at that 60-day mark and make the reservations for your entire stay for the restaurants that you know you do not want to miss out on, because they go super quick.
Andy is right. Dining reservations are super competitive. So make sure that you're on the ball. That's 60 days. As soon as you can book, you're up early in the morning booking those. Y'all, you have to have transportation. You need to get from the airport to your resort, and you've got to get around Disney World. There are a lot of options. You can do a ride share. You can do Mears Connect, Sunshine Flyer. You can even rent a rental car. And right now, you don't have to pay to park at those resorts, so that makes the rental car a more interesting option.
Another point to the transportation piece of this, guys, is that you also have free Disney transportation once you're on property. Buses, monorails, ferry boats, friendship boats. My goodness, the Disney Skyliner gondola system. You have all of that at your disposal, and let that factor into the transportation that you choose to get from the airport to the resort and back to the airport again. Tip number 7 for this checklist, sit down as a family, as a couple, whoever's going, everybody get together and have the conversation about your Disney goals, your Disney trip goals, and the expectations for your trip. The whole reason that we made this checklist is to keep your stress low and your excitement high. So set those expectations going into this, and know that even if you only hit 80% of everything that you wanted to do on your trip, that's still an awesome trip to Walt Disney World.
Disney has gone digital. You need their My Disney Experience app before you go. It's gonna make it easier. You need to link your entire party in there. That way you can plan for everybody. You're gonna be mobile ordering everybody's food. And if you're joining virtual queues or Disney Genie Plus or Lightning Lane, you need that app.
And Liz brings up another great point inside of all of that, and that is that you have the virtual queues, the lightning lanes, the Disney Genie Plus. You have all of that inside the My Disney Experience app, and you need to familiarize yourself with that app and what all of those things are before you go on your trip. You don't want to try to figure that out while you're on your Walt Disney World trip. We're almost at the end of the video, so don't go anywhere because we actually have a bonus for you as well. And if you will, give this video a big thumbs up and share it.
Let's go ahead and ding that notifications bell, and that way you're gonna know every time we go live or we put up a video.
The reason we're sharing these tips, guys, is so that way you can be better prepared for your trip to Walt Disney World. Here's the thing, you want to make sure that you're also prepared for weather. And I mean weather. It rains, guys, in Florida in pretty much any season. So take an umbrella, take a poncho, take a raincoat, take one of those that's your favorite. You're gonna need it.
And if you're gonna use the poncho, get it before you leave home. It might only cost you $1 there, but like $10 to $12 at the park. Number 10 is a doozy, and that's budget. You need to know how much you're prepared to spend at Disney World. You need to figure that out before you go, before you even start planning, and that way you have a better chance of sticking with your budget and not spending way too much money on souvenirs.
Pro tip, buy before you go, so that way you're not doing all the impulse buying. You can have it before you go and then enjoy it on your trip.
Another great thing to do is to buy Disney gift cards before you get there. That way you're not just slapping down a credit card and not even thinking about how much is going on that balance. And you can give those to different family members and they can go and have their own money and budget it the way that they want to, which is a really neat experience for your kids.
So we've made it to the end, all 10 of the checklist items just to make your trip to Walt Disney World that much better, but we promised you a bonus and here it is. You need to have an ample amount of charging cables for all of your devices and also a charger. Make sure that you have a way to charge your devices throughout the day.
Andy is so right. You're gonna be on that app, you're gonna be taking pictures, you're gonna need a portable charger to go with you. It is going to save you.
And if you forget to bring your charger with you, or you simply don't want to recharge a charger every night, then you can also rent or buy chargers at the parks. If you've enjoyed this planning video for Walt Disney World, you're definitely going to want to check this one out. And until next time, get out there, have some fun, and we'll see you on the flip side.